Bon, apparemment, je n'ai pas baissé mon micro. Donc, bonjour, nous sommes repartis. Nous avions
Life
fini en gros
fades away at
l'introduction
the end of the day.
de la Faucille Dorée.
Ta-dum-dum.
On peut continuer ça tranquillement. J'ai augmenté le nombre de ressources allouées au jeu pour voir s'il y avait un petit peu moins de saccades ou quoi. J'ai pas l'impression pour l'instant. Là, on va rejoindre l'émissaire de la coalition des Bleus afin hop,
Ahoy.
de lui passer le message.
Ah, you. Do you need something? I need some time for myself.
Ah, c'est lui. Oh la vache.
Yes, of course you'd say that.
Huh? The scar. Well, let's put it this way. If you one day end up in a Talgalean tavern and two 6-foot-tall Arazalian women invite you into their room, you should either damn well know who they are or make a run for it.
Where did I put that?
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Never heard of it? It's the capital of Araziel. At least if you ask the civilized people.
Maid!
Hands
Stew,
up. Guilty.
roast pork.
Pourquoi est-ce
Some
que je
rich
ne...
snob had hired me back then to bring him a totem from one of the camps of the free people.
J'ai un
That is,
SSD
the Arazalians who
dans
worship
l'accroché
their
qui est juste
ancestors'
tombé.
gods, instead of the Lightborn, and live as nomads. Since you're part Arazalian, I'll just assume you know a little about the conflict between the civilized and the free people there. The assassinations, the blood feuds, and so on. The usual, if two sides both believe they're on the right side of history. Anyway, obviously this job of mine originated from that feud. The totem belonged to a free tribe, and the snob wanted it in order to publicly defile it. So I got it for him. Oh, why, of course. I still cried myself to sleep months after that. Seriously, why should I? Both the free and civilized are so eager to bash each other's heads in. It's not like one defiled totem more or less would have made any difference. Correct. And I was a little drunk and a little lonely, if you get what I mean. Have you ever seen a pure-blooded Arazalian woman in her 20s? It's really hard to say no to that. In any case, as you already noticed, the whole thing went down differently than expected. My face made acquaintances with a table leg and 4 absolutely untender women's feet and hands. And of course, the totem was gone, together with all my clothing and money.
Maid!
I guess I
Stew,
had that coming
roast
somehow.
pork.
That's what
Anyone?
happens if you ask your loins rather than your head in the wrong situations. Yeah. Oh, whoa, such a cold world this is. I present you my deepest scars, you thank me with naught but mockery. Be damned, O impish creature. But anyway, how does the saying go? A truly beautiful face can never be tarnished. And that's why you enjoy working with me.
Of course you'd say that.
Yeah, I did. Why do you ask? That's a good question. I suppose in the end, it was just a hunch I had. Plus, all these civil wars in other countries didn't exactly invite one to stay. Well, I guess that depends on where you're standing. Of course, times can be tough, especially if you come to a new city, or even country where you know nobody. But if you're good at what you do, which I am, there's always work, everywhere. And yeah, I don't eat God's tongue for breakfast, but it was always enough for a roof over my head when I wanted, and some other earthly pleasures. That's what life's all about, isn't it? Now, aren't you inquisitive? Let me think. I spent most of my time abroad in Kira, and also a couple of years on the Isles of Kile. And there was this mission that led me to Maiar Aranath once. What am I, a traveling tome? I'm afraid I'm not a very good storyteller. But Kira's great. The people there are so much freer in their way of thinking. There are the great bazaars, the palaces of the merchant lords, and the fortress of the mages' circles. But you just have to see it for yourself someday. Oof. Different. As beautiful as the Isles are, there's always this feeling of rush and competition. Have you ever heard of the game penny? On Kile, it's not a crime if a merchant tries to cheat a customer. It's the customer's fault if he doesn't see the fraud. But if he does, the merchant owes him a token penny. Bizarre, isn't it? But over there, it's common practice.
That's just how they are.
Maid! Stew!
Yeah, it is. I was there with a group of mercenaries. We were hired to get something from a tower in the old capital. Not a nice spot of earth, truly. There's this fog everywhere, and with every step you take, you have to be careful the swamps don't get the better of you. But of course, that's also what makes it exciting.
Bon,
Keep your chin up.
t'inquiète, je bute. Donc, je vais essayer un truc.
Yes, of course it's...
En fait, il faut que je reset l'IA du PNJ. Je sais plus comment est-ce qu'on fait. Oh, pardon. Ouais, on peut essayer ça. Ouais. Pardon. Ça remonte, hein. Ouais, apparemment, le fait de recharger depuis un ancien truc, ça peut purger la ligne de... Mais non. Après, ça marchait. Voilà, parfait. Ça a marché. Donc non.
Oh, yes. Of course she'd say that. Mead, stew, roast pork. Anyone?
Oh ok, complètement.
Yes, you should go into the Whisperwood and see what you can find in the old fortress. I'll wait for you in the Undercity, in my laboratory.
Where did I put that?
Just where did I put it?
Never walked back on the road from the ages. Hands above. Oh, blazes. Sorry. I know. Sing.
Pardon.
Men, that's just how they are.
Okay, just leave me alone. Damn bullies.
Oh, yes. Of course she'd say that.
Okay, just leave me alone. Damn bullies.
I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
Okay, just leave me alone. Damn bullies.
Mead, stew, roast pork. Anyone?
Okay, just leave me alone. Damn bullies. Okay, just leave me alone. Damn bullies.
Bon bah, on va se contenter de le disable hein, espérant que il n'y ait pas
Yes,
besoin.
you should
That
go
stuff's so expensive.
what you can find in the old fortress. I'll wait for you in the Undercity, in my laboratory.
Oh, she no talk to dull. In all bad, talk to others. Emissary, she talk about the jam. The jam not here, the jam other place. Perhaps Duel can remember, but she needs to help his memory. Duel's memory old and full of holes, like cheese.
Where did I put that?
She right, but sailor life is rough, and sea winds blow away thoughts just like that. Duel heard that pennies can help, but Duel not knows if true. Oh, she wants fight. Duel knows fight. Show Duel what you're made of.
Jesus, why is that stuff so expensive?
she'd say that.
Fine, fine, fine. Oh, she won. Do want no pain. Dijam went bathing in a house with many waters. She go look there. She has what she came here for. Go now. Leave Dool alone.
Bon, c'était pas très... pas très honorable ça, j'avoue. J'ai fait ça, puis je...
Can I help you?
C'est lui qui a tapé en premier, quoi.
Can I help
Hein,
you?
pas ma faute. Oh, punaise.
Ahoy.
You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell. Tywin Summerfield, by my path accountant of Screws, Hats, Odds and Ends Incorporated. Even though I doubt the two of us have common ground, so to speak. Doesn't matter. Maybe I'm mistaken. You don't know this? How can I explain? We are an association of thinkers, highly gifted thinkers of sterling origin, to be precise. And Screws, Hats, Odds and Ends is our guild, to put it in worldly terms. And did I forget to mention that we are the #1 supplier of the Holy Order in terms of metalware and sterling technology?
Un instant.
Work? No. That is... Maybe yes. You do get around quite a lot, don't you? You certainly look like it. Fine then. I suppose it's worth a try. There is something, and a person of your talents could come in handy. A grand-scale assignment we recently took on. One of our customers ordered replications of several Pyrean artifacts. A most exquisite wish, of course any of our people could fulfill. However, our current problem is that we still need many of those artifacts' originals to work with. If you could recover those originals for us, you would be generously rewarded. Here, these are some of the ruins that might be worthwhile visiting. Sorry, but this is none of your concern.
Ok.
Splendid. Come back once you've found something.
Voilà. Ça va, mais là il y en a 4. Étoile. Et là il y en a 4 aussi. Après là... On va faire déjà le... dans les termes.
Hymn of the Desert King. Dark as the sun, light as the night. Thousand raindrops
So that's how it is. Oh well, it is what you make of it.
from the velvet sky.
Yes? Have you been to the island? What? Oh, yes, certainly.
Je vais y aller, t'inquiète pas. Mais le problème c'est que je peux pas y aller comme ça. Je me repars un petit peu. Et je suis encore bas niveau en fait, hein, pour parler évidemment.
Oh my, I've seen this face, so yes, how kind. From Dust, that wicked child, Gaboff's her name, from Ostain her Kinnera. My wares it is you want to see, I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
c'est vrai ça. Bon, ouais, j'ai pas de thune. Bon, ok, mais ok, d'accord, oui, il y a l'absorption de vie qui est bah, déjà beaucoup plus haute. Alors, c'est pas beaucoup mieux, bon. Ben, c'est bon. D'ailleurs, je vais demander à la chimiste pour le bouquin. Je crois qu'il n'y en avait pas, mais je préfère.
Yes?
Yes. Have you been to the... What? Oh, yes, certainly.
Ouais, c'est ça. Évidemment. Parce que je suis à peu près certain d'avoir vu ou rencontré quelqu'un qui vendait...
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? I bet. Wow, that's nice armor you're wearing there.
Merci.
Fair lady. Now look at that. A new face. How can Gabor serve you today? A Pyrean dagger, mayhaps? No? How about an ancient claymore for the steps of Eraziel? Wait. Say that again. Oh, by the name of the sun! You're Neremaze, aren't you? And even better, you're from Ostian. Oh, by the now deceased seven gods. What brings you here? To Enderal, I mean. Indeed, I am. And before you ask, I fled, just as you probably did, even though the artist inside of me loves the chaos. The family man doesn't. At least not enough that he would risk the life of his family. And well, now here I am. By the face of time, what a dull place this is. The people here, this endless rambling about the path and Malthus. I would have never thought the Order could actually succeed in keeping the truth about the Lightborn's death from the people so long. But in a place like this, that problem pretty much solves itself, it seems. The people here are so obstinate. I was surprised to find out they do not still pray to a Satyron. The forbidden book? Don't hold it against me, but I'd rather keep quiet about that. Maybe ask that librarian, Marius. He always struck me as the free-spoken type. Oh yes, that I am. Painter of the black powder, the fiery moments, one could say. In Nerem I could make a living from that. But in this country, my art is not exactly acknowledged. Oh, my fair lady, if I were to tell you this, what reason would you have for my services? Secret of the trade.
Petit coquin.
Just take your time.
What? Ah oui, et donc là je peux brutalement compléter mes trucs de connaissance, ouais, d'accord. Ok, ok. Eh ben écoute, c'était un plaisir.
Safe travel.
Merci, toi aussi. D'accord, c'est lui. C'est ça, je sais qu'il y a un mec
So
qui vend
many
des,
strange. Well, isn't it nice?
des bouquins de connaissances. Et je ne trouvais
Yes?
plus qui, quoi, comment. Alors, ça veut dire qu'en gros, ouais, c'est ça.
Is it important?
Attends. Il fallait.
Hello. Is it important? I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
Yes.
Le mec, elle est pas là.
Is it important?
So much to do, so little time.
Just where did I put it?
Huh. Quite the weapon you got there. I really hope you use it for the right cause.
Ouais.
Greetings. Walk blessed. Has my dame come, or is my dame simply looking for a place to forget about life's daily sorrows? In either case, she will be required to pay a toll of 57 pennies. Unfortunately, a man with such a name is not known to me.
Let her in. I'll pay.
My dame, you should cover yourself with...
Let's talk downstairs, shall we? I want to indulge in these beautiful springs for as long as I can. It does. Come on down.
That's just how it is.
What is it? Are you coming? What is it? Are you coming?
Ah, petit bug.
So, I was told someone would contact me as soon as we landed.
Dommage.
But for the past, even though this city has certainly seen better days, at least according.
Oh.
I have. But I've been warned that this Delorean is a... how shall I say? A complicated character. I'm important, and I'll let you feel just how important by letting you wait. But who cares? Once an idiot, always an idiot. Show me. Formal supper in the guild's house with Delorean himself. Oh my, this is going to be an evening full of jesting and good humor. You can tell Delorean I'll be there. Thanks for delivering the message. Charming.
Ah, one more thing before you go. Urinal. I've heard that accent before, but I just can't put my finger on it. Where are you from?
Of course, that was it. And how is it that a traveler like you is now running errands for the Golden Sickle? Uh-huh. Anyway, good luck with whatever you do next. Ah, and if you're in the mood for it, apparently there's a Chilean minstrel group in this city, and they perform in the tavern just next to the bathing house. I'll stay there for the time being, and I wouldn't mind a good chat. Now, aren't you subtle? Then walk blessed, as people here like to say.
Donc, je vous présente Dijan, qui est, comme d'autres personnages, très sexualisé, comme Jespar et Anishari. Mais elle, c'est tout sa tenue. J'ai plusieurs fois essayé de voir si on peut pas avoir la tenue. Malheureusement, ils sont dans l'iPhone. Tenue très intéressante. Pourquoi j'ai l'impression d'avoir vu un tome du boucher d'arc sur la table en sortant? Je regarde de suite. Parce qu'il y a bien un tome du boucher d'arc chez les nobles. Voilà. C'est du teinture ancien, radeau.
Obulus, my dame, please, the Lord will redeem you through your kindness.
Oh, you're not a place I would recommend you visit based on its
J'avais
history
pas demandé
and
ça.
people who've been killed there. Nowadays, well, I'm not a chronicler, but there was this riot in Ark, somewhere around 7288. It was led by a woman from the Undercity, Kilana Hammerfist, and she and her rebels had their camp in that valley. In 7290, the Order wiped them out. It was a massacre, and up to this day the valley's still littered with bones. My mother always had a liking for this story, which is probably part of why she built her hut there. Strange? Yeah, but that's how she is.
Ah, un instant.
That must be the red madness everyone is talking about. Say, do you happen to know the condition of the mine? I have a fair dozen of prospectors down there myself, and with all the things you hear from the wilderness, I'm starting to get worried.
Well, according to the Doomville people, the mines are safe as always. But do you want to hear my opinion? I think you should call back all the money you have invested there as soon as possible. We both know Doomvillers aren't exactly the
Just where did I put it?
I'm pretty certain they'd be last to defend your diggers if the mine gets ambushed. But as I said, that's just how I see it.
I see. Thanks for your opinion. I will think about it.
You should. Now forgive me. I have to get going. Walk blessed.
And you.
With strongest will, my soul so small. I fled their calling.
Potatoes, garlic. That should be it.
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion. Between
just how they are.
darkness and light. Advance the fleet! Always forward! Always forward! Forward for the glory and honor! The spears at the ready, driving the swords into the bodies. The same
Potatoes,
play,
garlic,
day after
that should be
day.
it.
In the shackles of lust, presented by the poets.
cherries.
Potatoes, garlic, radish. Yeah, that should be it.
Bosoms languish. Leave my poet's heart in anguish. Whoa, whoa, away, away, away you go. They purse their lips, so dark and red. Such scheming play, such vexing hex. Root lust. Strongest will, my soul so small. I fled their calling after all. Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion. Between darkness and light. Advance the fleet!
Potatoes,
Always forward! Always forward!
That should be
Forward
it.
for the glory and honor! The spears at the ready, driving the swords into the bodies. The same play, day after day. Hymn of the Desert King. Dark as the sun, light as the night. Thousand raindrops, red and small.
Yeah,
Lo,
that should be it.
from the velvet sky they fall. Waka waka. She smiles into the desert moon and puke. Oh whoa,
Potatoes,
oh, whoa.
garlic.
My heart is aflame.
That should be it.
Oh well.
Such genius.
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion.
Potatoes, garlic.
Between darkness
Yeah,
and
that should be
light.
it.
Advance the fleet. Always forward. Always forward. Forward for the glory and honor. The spears at the ready, driving the swords into the bodies. The same play.
Potatoes, garlic.
After day.
Yeah, that should be it.
Hymn of the Desert King.
Is it important?
Dark as the sun, light as the night. Thousand raindrops, red and small. From the velvet sky they fall. Waka waka. She smiles into the desert moon and puke. Oh whoa, oh whoa. My heart is aflame.
Potatoes, garlic. Yeah, that should be it.
In the shadows of dust, presented by the poets. Amidst the sea, before me lives of ancient times. Oh yes.
Potatoes, garlic.
Sensual and sweet
That should be it.
their bodies touch my tender skin. Oh, yummy. Tastes like cherries.
Life isn't easy.
Just where did I put it?
Leave my poet's heart in anguish. Whoa, away, away you go.
Yeah, that should be it.
They purse their lips, so dark and red.
Some people just don't know their place in the world.
Brute lust!
I really need that new herbal essence for my hair.
I fled their calling after all.
My prince.
as the sun, light as the night. Thousand raindrops, red and small.
Men, that's just how they are.
Fall.
Potatoes, garlic.
She smiles into the desert moon.
That's just how it is.
Oh whoa! Oh whoa! My heart is aflame!
This stuff's so expensive.
Potatoes, garlic, radish. Yeah,
Midnight.
that should be it.
Parce que la femme s'est réveillée de sa sieste, elle voulait un petit café. Alors, pardon, pour l'attente. Je cherchais les poteaux.
May your...
Hop. Bon, ça quoi? Ah oui, d'accord. Je voyais mal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. She. Oh, wonderful. That changes a lot. Now you'll get your pay. Go talk to Penny Pouches. I will contact you if your services are needed once again, which will most likely be very soon. Farewell. There's one more thing. This Dijon. What's your take on her? I will be. Thank you. Now go. You'll hear from me.
So expensive.
Ouais, c'est bon, je me rappelle là. Monsieur Bourse d'Or, et non pas Bourse Bleue, pardon pour la blague, a commencé à être de plus en plus agréable. Ah bah, je fais du bien. Petite poisson chaude là.
Hmm? Oh, of course. Your pay for having a chit-chat with that woman. Here, I think that is more than enough. Well, are you the eager one? Has all that money whet your appetite? But no, not at the moment. Oh, hang on. You know a thing or two about beating up people, don't you? Well, there might be something. Landlord Boric recently complained about rats in his granary, and we agreed to send him a ratter. That would be a job for you, wouldn't it?
Ils sont notre gueule. Mais on va vraiment faire.
South from Boric's farm. You just have to...
Guildmaster DeLorean sent me. It's about this new protector. Do you know where she is?
I always told her.
Oh, of course, sorry. It's just... I didn't know what you looked like. Master DeLorean wishes to see you, my dame. At once, he said. It seemed to be something important.
Why? What's this about? The caravan?
Forgive me, my sir, but I don't know.
Uh-huh. And it seems someone else has to take care of the rats. Off you go. The Guildmaster doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Non, je vais juste Mais un peu. Parce que j'étais encore blessé, quoi.
She-Ra.
Walk west.
Ok, pardon. Oh la vache.
As I said, without samples, I just can't say, my sir. I am sorry.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't have better news.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly. Look for yourself. Yes? Rhodus Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post. Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him? He led the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins. Rhodus was an urchin child from the Undercity. But unlike the others, he chose to fight his way out of his misery. Eventually, he made it into the sickle. He was a disciplined, honest young man. Yet despite all his ambition, he never sought to surpass his path. He was a good person, always striving, yet with deep respect for tradition. There aren't many young people like that these days. I still remember when I granted him the Sickles badge, 4 winters ago. He was so proud. I know it was you that brought it back to the trading post. I think it would have meant a lot to him, knowing that it isn't rotting somewhere in the desert sands. Suffice it to say, there has been a disquieting development. We've found traces of poison in some of the corpses.
Okay.
Traces of Chilean poison. You say that so lightly. I think it's about time you learn the whole truth about this cooperation between us and the Chileans. The reason the Blue Island Coalition is here is a bargain. Have you ever heard of the Green Scarabaeus, the idol of Morala? The goddess of Kile, yes. The Scarabaeus is made of a very rare gem that makes it one of the most valuable jewels in the civilized world. Well, as you might have figured, it was originally a Chilean who possessed it. Ralius Davul, to be precise, the founder of the Blue Island Coalition himself, and at that time, one of the richest men on Vin. Yes, I will spare you the details of how that came to be, but be assured that it was the result of hard and path-abiding work, something that is foreign to those dark-skinned cutthroats. However, the Blue Island Coalition contacted us about 6 moons ago, shortly after the Chilean Civil War was over. They want to buy the idol from us. It is. To be honest, if circumstances were different, I would have never agreed. The fact that the Chileans, in all their greed, were forced to sell the symbol of their own goddess is almost an allegory for the way of living. But I suppose you also know that our country, Enderal, has seen better times. And of course, all those unfortunate developments of the past years have affected the sickle too. And before you ask, it is not as if we have to fear for our existence. But there are certain expenses we simply have to cover. In other words, we need the money. Yes. Have you ever been to the Undercity? The house of the apothecary? The pest house, as it is lovingly called. The sickle maintains it. And with the current economical situation, we might be forced to shut it down soon. Yes. You are. It was foolish. But we thought a regular caravan would be less likely to draw attention. It was a mistake. I'm responsible for many good men and women that are now dead, including Rhodas. But be that as it may, we owe it to them to find the one who did this. And if the Blue Island Coalition really is behind it, then... You're right, but we have to be sure. Correct. We have to reconstruct the poison, and that's why I need you. It's called Dural Van, and it's made of 3 substances: Netherland thistles, dust maggot stingers, and dawnflower extract. According to the apothecarius, the thistles can be found in Golden Forest, and the stingers anywhere in the Powder Desert. Dawnflowers don't grow in Enderal, so you might have to try your luck with one of the traveling merchants in Duneville. Here, this should cover your expenses. And you have my word. If you help the sickle in this matter, your reward will be generous. That's an admirable attitude. Here's a list of the ingredients. This should be self-evident, but still, not a single word to the Kalayans, understood? Rash accusations without any evidence to back it up could prove, disastrous. Good luck, Protector. What about him? My relationship? What do you mean by that? Substitute son? By the righteous path, you say what is on your mind, I'll give you that. But truth be told, it's a welcome change from all those bootlickers who I usually deal with.
What?
Rhodas, he, You know, if I take a look at this world as it is these days, I see so many things going wrong.
Merde.
Hardly anyone still respects the
Oh,
righteous
zut.
path, save for the usual verbiage. And for some reason, they all believe they deserve a good life without having to work for it. When I grew up, it was different. Yes, I was born a Sublime, but I grew up knowing that our entire life is a trial. Walking the righteous path, it is a struggle, and it requires effort and discipline. Rhodas saw that. He kept on going despite his fate. In a way, he was the living proof that virtue and true path abidingness are not tied to condition, so to speak. But that doesn't mean I treated him any differently, and he would not have expected me to either. Whoever hired these sellswords will pay, no matter the price.
Ouais, je vois que t'apprécies, mais par contre, mon gars... Oupsie, hein. Le spectre infect. Oh, dans le désert, j'ai connaissance au poison. Oh là là. Donc avant de faire ça, il faut la poussière alors.
just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. Idiots. Yeah.
Madame?
On rocks I stood.
Voilà, c'est ça dont je vous parlais. La tenue. Regardez cette tenue, elle est genre terriblement sexy. Les bottes, le pantalon, la veste. Elle est très bien coiffée, hein, bien sûr, mais je veux ça en fait. Mais on peut pas l'obtenir par ou alors il faut utiliser la commande de mon laptop quoi.
No, look at that. You came. Didn't think you would. So, what's your take on this contemporary sample of Chilean dancing?
The best wine in all of Enderal. Come, give it a try.
Well, that doesn't mean you can't have an opinion, does it? Anyway, how about a sip of wine? Rounds are on me.
Fair.
Come, take a seat.
Madame. My dame.
So, before we move on to more pleasant topics, there is one thing I need to get off my chest first. I heard of the, paper chase you had to go through to find me. I know, he's pulled that stunt on others before. He speaks perfect Nail, by the way. That whole "I only stupid Chilean" thing is part of the act. In that sense, thanks for teaching him a lesson. It was overdue. But anyway, tell me, what brought you here? Just where exactly from Narim are you from? I'm curious. That's why I asked. Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, this is precisely why I find it so interesting that so many people accuse us Chileans of being greedy or dishonorable. I mean, just take a look around. Are the other nations of the civilized world really so much better?
We've got Narim, which was recently split into 3 and devastated by 3 madmen. I don't need to tell you about that.
Then there's Kira, with its fabled free thinking in universities. But every 2 weeks, there's a new attempt at revolution with at least 36 corpses.
And don't get me started on Arc-Twin to Arizale or this place.
What I'm trying to say is, yes, there's poverty on the Blue Islands. On Chile, and yes, there are problems. But we are free. Neither Morala nor the Elder Council tell us what to do, and no matter how dire the circumstances you're born into, life is what you make of it. So it's basically the opposite of this excuse for a country. Anybody can become rich, famous, or, if they want to, live an eremite's life on the beach. As long as they can go through with it. Then sure, there are exceptions. But in my experience, those who never made it brought it on themselves. Then now you're here, working as a protector for one of the most influential merchant guilds of the civilized world. Because you wouldn't surrender to what other people tried to sell you as your fate. You know, I know what it means to have to fight for something. Unlike that snot DeLorean, I wasn't born with a bag of gold stuffed up my ass. But instead of wallowing in self-pity or listening to the priests talk about how everything gets better once you're dead, I took responsibility for my own fate. If a dust-sniffing loser as a father and a clump-footed, half-witted brother qualify as not exactly noble, then yes. I don't want to talk about it. Was. Merciful as the gods were, they blessed him with a deadly fever at the age of 10. Probably better that way.
Voilà, donc une fois de plus, hein, Enderal. Et bon, les héros me mettent très bien à chaque fois, mais quand je dis que le monde est pourri, tous les gens qu'on rencontre sont des gens qui s'en sortent avec un peu quelque part l'énergie du désespoir. Vraiment accroché au beat, quoi.
An addict and a failure. Do you know the kind of person who does nothing all day long but whine about how unfair the world is? Take that and throw in 2 sacks of droge and there you have it. Jaran O'Neillis, my esteemed creator and one of the reasons I spent most of my childhood eating dust and insects for breakfast. It was. I have, and I'm only getting started. You should see them, all these losers who I grew up with. Yes, they were dealt a tough hand, but instead of grabbing fate at its throat, they just went through their lives with their heads bowed and nodding at everyone. I'll never understand how people can be that way. Anyway, let's not go further into this. I'd say we make a cut here, shall we? It's late and I should see how my crew is doing. It was a pleasure, Protector. Until next time.
Fair lady.
D'où le de la poussière alors. Mais franchement, la femme belle, la tenue l'est encore plus.
Fair lady.
Donc, un truc dont je voulais parler, c'est ça. Ça m'a choqué parce que je regarde un streamer faire de Skyrim régulièrement, que je connais par cœur, mais c'est pas la question. Et Isolda.
Hello. What, you're asking me? I'm flattered, but let me think.
Et en fait, t'es donc dans Skyrim, vraiment exposé dans une taverne.
Myths and legends.
Et
I think one of the former Archmagisters of the Order wrote it.
la taverne se met tellement vide parce que en fait, ça fait maintenant longtemps que j'ai pas joué à Skyrim du tout et que je suis sur Enderal, j'arrête, j'ai rien, etc.
Grandpa always said they were just tales, but
ok, merci.
Honest answer, bad. Since, but well, you scratch along somehow, don't you? As long as people eat and the farmers deliver, I'll have customers.
Et en fait, c'est ça, c'est que dans les tavernes de Skyrim, vraiment, ça paraît vraiment vide en fait. Et bon voilà, les danseurs et tout ils sont partis, mais oh la vache. Mais tout à l'heure il y avait de la musique. Quoi? Ouais, c'est une blague ou quoi? Oh, mais il est partout ce putain de bouquin quoi.
Hello. Safe travels.
That should be it. Keep walking.
Yes?
Yes? Have you been to the island?
Mm-hmm. Walk blessed, madame. Walk blessed, madame.
Et bon là il y a plus oh la vache. Mais dans le même genre, la taverne quartier étranger. J'ai envie d'y passer pour je suis en train de gueuler lui.
Yes? Yes?
Huh? Yes, yes. Feel free to go now.
Ah, c'est la groupie.
I think I've seen you before, haven't I? You work for the Order. Do you know who those wild mages are?
Ah, t'es là toi. Bah dis donc. Quartier étranger. La taverne, mais c'est absurde en fait. C'est vivant, il y a de la musique, il y a des gens qui dansent, des gens. Bah en fait les gens qui rotent un peu comme dans la précédente là. Mais c'est con, mais c'est extrêmement vivant en fait, c'est réaliste. J'adore ça. Voilà. Il y a un petit gens.
Come on, take a seat. A game. Come on, take a seat.
J'aime pas ce jeu. Ah ouais, joue un petit peu.
Potato.
May the heart of the cards beat for you.
Non, on va faire. On va faire jusqu'à 5 parties de 20. Ok. Allez, fais 7 s'il te plaît, laisse-moi gagner pour une fois, fais 7. Non mais... Ouah. Le mec il a fait 24 hein. Bah ouais, je peux faire 7 c'est moyenne, 8 pareil. Oh, enfin.
It's just not my day.
Oh, mec, je t'ai fait rapporter. Pour l'instant, tu es plus que moi. Hein. Pour une fois que... Wouah, 30. Ça va se bagarrer là. J'ai aucun risque. « 23, il reste 7. Allez. Il va faire 28. Il va le faire 28, je sens. 8. 19. 22. Ah, 28, non, il a fait 29. Oh bah putain. Ce jeu. Allez. Oh putain, dis vite. Ça va être rapide. Hein. C'était 12 et je gagne. Hop là. Dépasse. Oui. Non. Mais d'où il a fait 17?
I knew it.
Bon, une petite dernière. Et j'aime pas trop ce jeu là encore. Oh, 12. Allez, dépasse, des. Allez, fais 4, c'est vrai.
A game. Come on.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Take a seat.
Is it important?
Bon, par contre, j'avoue. Oh, rends-moi mon argent, j'en ai besoin, je n'ai plus. Ah ouais. Donc la première fois que j'ai réussi, c'était vraiment... Ah, j'ai 0. Ah, ça va être trop grosse, je peux pas la voler.
Okay, just leave me alone.
Bon, voilà.
Damn bullies.
Bref, tout ça pour dire. Vachement vivante. Il y a des gens pourris. Une albane. Une albade, ouais, c'est ça. Bon. Maintenant, je vais retourner à la... Je vais retourner à la Faucille, je vais faire la... Rapidement l'échange avec... Avec mon cher patron.
Good evening.
Qui pour le coup est cool. Enfin, pas. Et on va arrêter les quêtes de la Faucille pour l'instant parce que 3 étoiles, c'est pas pour rien. Je vais en faire d'autres. D'ailleurs, en parlant de ça. Ouais, je fais pour l'habileté. Faut que j'aille m'acheter la rhétorique.
I just can't say, my sir. I am sorry.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't have better news.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly. Look for yourself.
Donc là, je vais repasser vite parce que ben, on a déjà tout fait. Avance.
Rhodus Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post. Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him? He led the care of Rhodus. Eventually, he was a disciplined, honest young man. Yet despite... he was a good person. I know it was you that brought... Suffice it to say, there has been a disquieting development. We've found traces of poison in some of the corpses. Traces of Chilean poison. The petrified are sellswords, pathless and despicable people. The reason, the Blue Isle, the goddess of the Scarab. Well, as you might have figured. Yes. However, the Blue Island Coalition contacted a big one. It is the fact that but I suppose. And before you ask, Yes. Have you ever been to the Undercity? The house of the apothecary? The pest house? We do our duty, and from this day, this land shall be your new home, and the being of righteous path also means taking responsibility for society as a whole. Rhoda certainly helped me see the Undercity with different eyes, yes. Yes. It was a mistake, but be that as it may, we owe it to the... You're right, but we have... Correct. According to... Here. This should cover your expenses. That's an admirable... Here's a list of the ingredients. Rash accusation. Good luck, Protector. What about him? My relationship? What do you mean by that? Substitute? You know, hardly anyone's... When I grew... Rhoda saw... But that doesn't mean I treated him any differently. And he would not have expected me to either. Whoever hired these sellswords will pay, no matter the price. Yes?
Ok. Il y a plein de trucs incroyables ici, hein, mais on vole pas, c'est bien. Genre là. Pas un coup d'argent, j'en ai déjà, donc ça va. Mais c'est vrai que... Si jamais tu ne joues pas bien Faucille Dorée... Ah. Voilà.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like.
Walk blessed. What can I do for you?
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk.
Ouais. Donc j'ai toujours rien. Alors. Ça c'est ouais, dur. On peut se faire ça.
Greeting. Do you need a potion to refresh your stamina, or are you a user of the arcane arts?
Une petite quête tranquille là. Après je pense qu'on va arrêter. Parce qu'en gros là il y a des quêtes dures. Ou alors je fais juste une césure pour YouTube et je me remets à essayer la quête 3 étoiles sur le fils disparu. J'avoue que c'est beaucoup cette quête là.
Walk blessed, my lady.
Ah.
You need to go.
Nord de Haute-Terre, c'est bien ça.
Sure. Where to?
Pourquoi je peux dire quête? Non. C'est juste que... Ah, moi qui pris. Mais c'est pas là que on doit venir aussi pour la quête avec notre co-novice? Ah oui d'accord, il y arrive. Waouh. Donc ça j'avoue c'était relativement simple. Ça voilà. Technique. Bien sûr que je la prends. Maintenant. Ah, d'ailleurs j'ai spécialiste. Crochet en cristal. Je prends parce que je suspecte. Donc ça encore c'est facile. Je sais absolument pas ce qu'on peut avoir comme récompense.
Huh? Can I help you?
Hello.
Monsieur de la Sarle, j'ai besoin de vous. Oh.
Madame?
What? Oh, tu vas la trouver celle-là, franchement.
Huh? Can I help you? Yeah. It's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Bah si, il est bien là en fait.
Until next time. Show me. Now look at that. I have to admit I'm surprised. How would you like to be rewarded?
Une couronne de régénération magique, un bouclier de santé ou 2 autres couronnes.
Fine. Anything else? If not, please leave me to my work.
800 XP, mais c'est énorme. Ok, je vais juste voir ça.
Show me. Fine. Anything else? If not... Please leave me to my work. Show me. Fine. Anything else? If not, please leave me to my work.
Ok, mais écoute, c'est bon.
Until next time.
I just don't see the fucking just have to live with it. Madame?
On va se faire prendre un peu d'habileté, hein.
Yeah?
Donc 4.
Yeah? No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
For friends of path-abiding magic.
What?
No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk blessed.
Toi aussi?
Hard times these are.
My dame.
Hard
Come
times.
to your into
Walk blessed. All your heart could ever desire. Take a look. Mate. Light guide you. Come back. All your heart could ever desire. Take a
Non,
look.
je peux pas lui vendre. Alors ça
May
ajoute
his
une
light guide
catastrophe.
you. Come back if you find it.
Je vais acheter exprès pour le revendre là.
Walk
Bon, en tout cas là on est bien là.
blessed.
Là on est très très bien. Est-ce que toi tu peux acheter l'arc?
How many? Yes. Of course.
Ok, c'est bon. Ah, jette ça, s'il te plaît. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Ok. On va aller juste là. Ah, ouais, ouais. Le mec qui pue le seum. En fait, on peut pas.
She-Ra.
Move along.
C'est moi. Ok, on va partir dans l'autre sens. Hop. On va faire cette... On va essayer en tout cas de faire cette quête. 3 étoiles. Ouais, on va reprendre choisir plus de potions et de l'ambroisie. Normalement, je vais avoir dans mon coin.
Huh? Can I
Bref.
help you?
Ouais, je suis à 14% pioche en fait. Oh. Merde. Pardon. Voilà. Alors. Voilà, comme ça on sera prêt pour cette quête. Voilà YouTube, on se laisse là. Je continue dans la foulée, mais on se laisse là. Et je vous souhaite une excellente journée. Pardon, je sais pas... Quoi? Je fasse. Ça, j'avoue, j'ai très envie de le faire. Ça. Comme ça, voilà. Ça, on a... C'est assez. Ok, voilà, c'est bon. Tout est en place. On est propre. Eh bien, je vous souhaite une très bonne fin de journée. Merci encore à tout le monde.